Welcome back to Double Stitch Creations tutorial. This is our final tutorial for Eddie the Baby Orangutan. This is tutorial part 8. If you haven't seen the other tutorials, I will link them all in the description below. So we've been working on all the different pieces of Eddie, and today hopefully we will put him all together. So I'll put this Eddie aside, and what you'll need today is you'll need the head of your baby orangutan, the body, his 2 arms, 2 arms, and his legs that we joined together in the tutorial. You'll need a tapestry needle, and a pair of scissors. And completely optional, but I do highly recommend, is this is a new dog brush that I use only for my crochet toys, but it does work a little bit of magic on your orangutan's fur, and we'll use that at the end, but it's optional, it's up to you, and I'll show you how to use that later. Alright, so what we're going to do first is we're going to join the body and the head of our baby orangutan together. So I usually put this strand towards the back of the animal. Now you can decide whether you want him looking down a little bit, looking even, or looking up. I think I'll just have him looking normal. Grab your tapestry needle. You may need to add more filling to your body, and you can do that as you go. I think mine's alright at the moment. So you just hold the head in place as best you can. I'm going into the back of the head of my orangutan. You just have to keep checking that it's in the right place as you go along, because it will move. And the bigger toys are harder to hold in place, of course, which is only natural. And then I'm going back into the body, like so. I'm going around the top stitches of the body. And back into the head, and I'm just going to do that all the way around. And I usually do that twice, so we just keep checking that his head is in the position that you want it to be. So into the body. Back into the head. I'm just going around some of the stitching in the head and in the body. So I guess the main bit is the front, making sure that the front of him is looking where you want it. This is the biggest part to sew on. Once that's sewed on, the others won't take as long. I'm glad we did his ears and his eyes in the one tutorial. Nearly there. Okay, so what you want to do is just do that again. You'll probably find it easier because you won't have to hold the head on. So go around again into the body, into the head, and then I'll get back to you, finish off that little bit, and then we'll just keep on piecing him together. All right, so just go around one more time, and then I will get back to you. Okay, once you've attached the body and the head together, I'm just going to knot it off. I usually do my usual 3 knots. Pulling it nice and tight. Okay, once you've done that, just weave your end in and out of the body, sort of going in the same direction as the stitching. And just in and out, back and forth. And just do it a few times, tucking it away. And then once that's done, you can trim it really close. Okay, so that's that section done. Now I find it easier to do the legs next. So we're just going to sew on each end of the legs. Grabbing our tapestry needle. So my legs are going to go probably row, I better count it on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about row 5 from the bottom. You want it so he can sit up like this. Right. And just kind of keeping roughly in line. This little orangutan's got a slight tilt to his head. Oh well, gives him character. And I suppose we better make sure the thumbs are up. That way, so about, I think that's pretty good. And we're just going into the body, into the leg. Once you get to the end of the leg, you want to go back over it. I always make sure I do it twice. You want to make sure it's secure on this side as well. So I might just make sure I get these bits under here. So just sewing the end of the legs on, and I go over it twice, and then we'll knot it off. Once you're happy with how secure it is, we'll knot it off. Okay, so I'm just going to do my usual 3 knots. Once more, weaving the end in and out of the body. Just securing it away. Once you're happy with it, you can trim it. Now go ahead and do the same on the other side of the legs. So coming across here, and just attaching this side of the leg and doing it twice and knotting it off, and then I'll get back to you to do his arms. Alrighty, his feet are now attached. Hopefully he'll sit up better when his arms are on to help him balance. Alright, so let's grab his arms. Now you want to make sure that you're putting the right hand and the left hand on the right spot. I find it easy to shake hands with him, then you know, because he's obviously his right's my opposite. Okay. So just touching it near the, like, in line with the leg, sort of near his shoulder. I like to put it on a slight angle, or you can have him just a slight angle I like, but you could have it hanging straight down. Yeah, I might just do a slight angle. So I'm just holding it in place. Where you think it should go. So we put this one on first. Again, it's the same principle, into the body, into the arm, and then going back over it. But first of all, I like to attach the other, before I go over it twice, attach the other arm to make sure I've got the placement right. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'll grab the other arm. Again, holding it in place. I'm doing it at a slight angle, very slight. I like that his head's a bit tilted actually. Gives him just slightly different character to the other one. holding it in place, and then again I'm just attaching it. Once okay, now that you've got this arm attached, have a look to see if you're happy with the placement. Undo it if you're not, and redo. Yay, he sits up. So I'm pretty happy with that. So we'll just go over this arm again, just to make sure it's really securely on. And check underneath too, sometimes you can miss some stitching. So let me just go back over here. Okay, once you're happy with it, do your usual 3 knots, do them underneath his arm, and then you won't really see them. Alright, and then just weave it in and out as usual. Up, down, back, forth, however you like. Just try and go in the same directions as stitching, and then you won't see it. Then you can trim that really close to the body. Okay, now go ahead and go over the other arm again the second time and knot it off, and then we're up to the fun bit of giving his fur a bit of a brush to make him fluffy. Alright, so just go over this arm one more time, make sure you do underneath and knot it off, and then I will see you after that. Okay, there we have Eddie the baby orangutan all finished. Now the fun bit, and completely optional, but you just get your dog brush and you just give him a brush. The more you do it, the more furry he will get. You just keep going all over him until he's nice and furry. This is a fun bit. Just poke in any bits that have come out. So you just do that for as much as you want. Sometimes you might have to redo it a little bit, but it just makes him nice and fluffy. Gives him that orangutan look under his arm. So you just can do it quite firmly. It does kind of depend on the yarn you have too, but I found this yarn works alright, not too bad. You just go all over him, on his ears, a little bit on his face. I didn't do his eyes or his mouth, so I just did his face here. I might have done in between. Yeah, so you just keep going for as much as you want, or however furry you want. I did a fair bit on this one. He's pretty furry. I'm not sure you can see that in camera, but he's pretty furry. So yeah, just keep going, and then your baby orangutan will be all complete and ready to give to someone or to keep. Alright, I hope you enjoyed watching these tutorials. Thank you for sticking with me. These were a long project, but hope you've enjoyed making Eddie the baby orangutan. Please like, subscribe and comment, as it does help me out more than you know. And if you have any other toys that you'd like me to make or suggestions, please let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Alright, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.